Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back for another Kashtira deck profile slash deck update. Had a local tournament here yesterday, well, 2 days ago now, on a Thursday weekly local tournament. And I was, of course, playing my Kashtira build. I'm going to turbo through my deck lists first, and then I'll go into the reviews of the matchups, and then we'll go over rankings and prize support. So starting with the main deck monster lineup, 1 Kashtira Ogre, 1 Scareclaw, 3 Riseheart, 3 Fenrir, 3 Unicorn, 3 Shifter, and 3 Ash Blossom. For the main deck magic cards, it's going to be 1 Called By, 1 Terra, 3 Prosperity, 3 Birth, 3 Theosis, 3 Planet, 3 Dimensional Fissure. Saving grace of this deck. This deck this puts in so much work. This is a critical key to the strategy, especially in this graveyard format. I highly recommend all Kashtira players main it at 3. 3 Cosmic, also really good in this format, and 3 Dark Hole. The Dark Hole hasn't been great, honestly. This is kind of on the chopping block right now. For right now, I just can't substitute it for anything better, but this is, if anything, I was going to change anything in the main deck lineup of the Magic cards, the Dark Holes would be probably the first to go. I'm just not sure exactly how to do that yet, so that's kind of on pending status. Extra deck is 3 Shang. This is insane. This is such a good card. This is such a threat. This is so great for recursion. Absolutely love this card. 3 Dark Arm. The Dragon of Annihilation. You know, amazing spot removal, not once per turn. Can wreak havoc on your opponent's turn. Unfortunately, it does have the limitation of targeting, but super good. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. This card is absolutely amazing. You can get a lot of bodies on board, a lot of damage really quick, and then risk it against the nib, drop this, and potentially lock out your opponent from any more further plays. 2 Big Eye, 1 Sky Crisis, 1 Black Luster Soldier, Link. I have yet to summon this. I haven't summoned this since I've been playing this. I've been probably playing this for a good month or so now in my cash build, and I have yet to summon it, which is very unfortunate because I really like this card, and I love the spot removal. I love the additional effects. So I like having it. It's comforting to just have this as an option, but out of everything out of the extra deck, this is probably, unfortunately, going to be the one next on the chopping block to be replaced. But like it for now, SP and Baron. For the side deck, I'll review the going first cards first. 1 Rivalry, 1 Preparations. I brought this back. I was playing this quite a while ago. Decided to cut it, but now I've decided that, you know, it's pretty active with running the Ogre. You can search it. If you open Ogre first, you can grab this from your deck. Also, with maining 3 Fissure, it makes it pretty live pretty often as long as you get into your graveyard manipulation. And then, of course, the 3 Shifter. I wouldn't, as of right now, I wouldn't main it going into game 1 because you don't know if you're going to go first or win the dice roll or not. So right now it is in the side, but for me personally, my playstyle, it's more of a guaranteed going first card. Others may have a separate opinion on that though. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and 3 Mind Over Matter. If you guys don't know what this does, this is a super old card from the Dueling Genesis. It's basically Solemn Judgment. Does the same thing as Solemn Judgment, except you just tribute a psychic monster instead of paying half your life points. All of your Kashtira monsters, even Shangira in the extra deck, is psychic besides Riseheart. Riseheart is warrior, and he's the sole Kashtira monster that is not psychic. So really good in time. I was running Judgment, but cut Judgment for these just because I won't lose in time this way. Vanity's Fiend is a newer edition. This card is so great. You can use it going first or second, but I think my personal playstyle, it's so much stronger, so much more impactful going first. This is definitely a game 2, game 3 card, going first exclusively, because you can do your full combo, get your bodies on the board, then drop this. After this, that's it. They're completely locked out from nib. They can't nib you. Obviously, you're not really going to extend past this because you can't special summon, but as long as they don't open Imperm or some kind of spot removal, they're pretty much going to lose. If you have graveyard manipulation with Fissure or Shifter and they can't special summon while you have your bodies already on the field going first, it's pretty much good game at that point. So really like having it. I was thinking about upping it to 3, but I'm really kind of concerned about that because you can brick on this card. If you draw multiple copies, you just need to see 1. And with maining 3 Prosperity, there's a good chance of you digging into it with 3 Prosperity game 1 going first, as long as you don't get ashed or something crazy like that. So right now I think 2 is a safe bet. So those are going to be your going first cards, and then your going second cards, the Kings of Kings going second, 3 Lava Golem, and 3 Evenly Matched. These cards are just completely blowout. They just entirely wreck clear boards, and they're super, super good, and I wouldn't really have it any other way in most decks for going second. So that is the deck profile for you guys. Moving on to the matchups. So this particular tournament that we played Thursday night, it's a 4-round tournament, and if you win 3 out of 4 of your rounds, you get to top and proc prize support. It was a little bit of a smaller turnout. We usually get more for this one, but when I competed on Thursday night, there was roughly about 20 players, give or take. And I did end up topping. I won 3 out of 4 of my rounds, and I ended up getting $30 store credit for being one of the players who topped the event. And I had 6 already on board, so I took the 30 and I took the 6, and I ended up just procking packs of Phantom Nightmare because there's a few small small things that I need from the set, and I figured I'd just take my odds. Why not? I had the credit. The local store doesn't really have a singles market. There's not really singles for Yu-Gi-Oh at that store, so this was kind of the next best thing because I'm not really into like buying sleeves or deck boxes or anything like that with credit. And then, of course, entry fee. It is a $10 entry fee on this one, so a little bit more expensive on the entry fee. You know, not the standard 5, it's a double for 10. But you do get 1 OTS and then 1 of the latest core sets. So this was essentially for entering. And then the other, I think it's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 was for the 36 proc credit. So pretty cool stuff. Before I get into these, I'll crack these on camera for you guys for your viewing pleasures. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get into the matchups. So round 1 was against a Snake Eye Fire King hybrid. That was a flat-out loss. I lost both games. Primary reason, ideally cash players should win against Snake Eyes slash Fire Kings. It's a really good matchup if we get the graveyard manipulation. Unfortunately, I just didn't draw premium. I did not get Fisher. I did not get Shifter. I could have completely locked that deck down. But respect the deck. The deck is super, super good. And even though that we're cash players and we have a really good matchup, but we have to draw the cards. We have to draw the counters to their deck. And unfortunately, round 1, I did not. So that was a flat-out loss, two-game loss. And going into round 2, I played a Red Dragon Archfiend Synchro Turbo build. That was a flat-out win. There really wasn't much resistance with that. I just happened to have the right cards at the right time. You know, they're Synchro-based deck, and obviously they need their graveyard pretty heavily, so I was able to get into the graveyard manipulation cards, and I flat-out just won both games and took round 2. And then we get into round 3. And round 3 was against one of my good buddies here, actually goes to Syracuse with me, fellow student peer. He was playing Tri-Brigade Fire King Hybrid. We ended up going to 3 games, and I didn't beat him. He lost to the dice, so we went to 3 rounds. I believe I won game 1. I think I won dice roll and open shifter and pretty much just cleared field. Took game 1, and then we had a little bit of a straggler game 2, but he took game 2. I think I misplayed. Game 2 I misplayed because he had Princess in the graveyard. I summoned my Unicorn, and he used Princess Effect to special and then destroy my Unicorn before I could proc Effect to gain more resources. So I threw the white flag on that one and surrendered because we were going to time, and I knew I was going to be able to go first game 3. And again, if you set up right, Kashtira has a really good setup against Fire Kings / Snake Eyes. And I pretty much went full combo, set everything up. I did have Graveyard Manipulation, pass it over to him, and he just, you know, we just did not have, I think we had like maybe 11 minutes or 7 minutes for game 3, so we just didn't really have a lot of time. And he wasn't able to hit for damage before we hit time. So we threw the dice. He declared high roll, so he threw first, I threw second, and I beat him with the high roll. So he lost to the dice, and I was able to take game 3 by chance, which led me to the final round, which was the 4th and final round, and then I played an extremely talented, very, very intelligent, very, very smart, pure Snake Eyes player here locally, which was very, very difficult. We did go to time. We did do 3 games. I think I won game 1, I believe. I got OTK'd game 2 because I just, you know, again, didn't draw premium, didn't get the counters. And then game 3 was really, really grindy, but we ran out of time, and I was up by a pretty significant amount. I had hit him for some pretty significant damage. I think he was at like 37, or well under, at least 30, yeah, around 37. He was under half of his life points, so under 4,000, and we went to time, so I ended up taking that one, which was very fortunate because, again, you know, he's a very, very good player, and the deck is very, very strong. It's a very scary deck, but if we have the answers, it's a pretty clean sweep, but you have to get the answers first. So that was the tournament. Again, if you win 3 out of 4 matches, you top, and that's what got me the 30 credit. But there isn't necessarily like a ranking system like 1, 2, 3. So we're just going to go ahead and finish up this video by cracking these packs for you. We'll start with the OTS 24. We have a Super Shanda something 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 Labyrinth card. Super Goblin Biker. We have a secret rare, the Black Goat Laughing. This card has really cool artwork. I heard this card is growing in popularity. It seems pretty cool. Silly enough, I actually haven't even read the card yet. I don't even know what it does. But it's cool to pull a secret. Spirit of Yugioh. This card is extremely underrated. Sorcerer of Sebek. It's really, really good. I'm constantly picking these up. Got that free 99 off the table status. People just want to throw these away. This is a really, really good card. There's a few really good commons from this set that you should definitely just have to have. We have another secret. So this is the second copy of the Black Goat Laughs. So pretty incredible. We got 2 of the same secrets. It's, you know, not the most expensive secret, but a really interesting secret, and a secret nonetheless. So out of 9 packs to get 2 secrets is pretty incredible. Nightmare Pain, super. Psychic Arsenal, super. Secret rare, Horus the Black Flame Deity. This is actually amazing because I'm actually looking for this card, and an Ultimate. I love this card. This is another really, really good underrated common, so definitely hold on to those. I have ordered, you know, I proc credit off TCG Player. I sell on TCG Player, transfer to credit, and then I've ordered the complete core of Horus. I'm just missing 1 now. I had 2. One of my really good buddies was super nice, hooked me up with one of these. I'm getting another one from a trade later on this week, and then this is going to actually be my 3rd one after I complete that trade. I'll have all 3 of these, and then also the same buddy who actually gave me my first copy of the Deities also gave me a copy of Imperial Tomb. So now, after getting this, I'll just need 1 more Imperial Tomb. So it's just a super. So I was actually hoping to hopefully proc my 3rd one off these packs, but if I don't, I'm sure it's be pretty fine to pick one up eventually from someone. So 3 secrets out of 9 packs already is very, very lucky. That's very fortunate that I was able to get 3 secrets, and especially that secret. I know it's not the most expensive secret, but it's significant to me personally because I actually need it for my deck labbing and deck building and all that. So, how do you say this? Moonlight of the Goatee, so a Goatee card. I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm not even sure. There's another Sorcerer right there, so pretty cool. And for the final pack here of Phantom, we have a Raid Raptor Brave Strix. Super. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a showcasing by Autumn's Allure. My name is the White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.